こんにちは、皆さん。お元気ですか? Hello, how are you? Today, I'm going to talk about anime. This is the first time I'm going to talk about anime. Anime related to Japanese culture. And today's theme is HIGANBANA. HIGANBANA. Do you know what kind of flower is this? Bana, hana. This is flower. HIGANBANA. Well, HIGANBANA in English, you say cluster amaryllis, or red spider lily, or from licorice radiata. So this flower is very famous for its red, very, very vivid red. Sometimes there are some flowers, white one, but the red ones are very famous. And in many anime, you can see these flowers and anime, and also songs, the title of the songs with HIGANBANA, like that. This flower is very, very curious. Usually, the flower, the leaves come, right? The leaves, and after flowers. But this HIGANBANA is completely different. First, flower. And when there's no flower, then leaves come after. But the flowers and leaves together, it doesn't exist like that. So the first flower, so red flowers. And this is so strange. So the ancient age, the people were afraid of these flowers. Then sometimes this HIGANBANA was called jigokubana. That is like the flowers for the hell flowers, like that. And also in the bud, that contains a little bit poison. That this is HIGANBANA. Well, this beautiful and mysterious flower, HIGANBANA, blooms in the time of Ohigan. And Ohigan is just right now. Today, and maybe yesterday, and the day after tomorrow. So this time, so I'm going to explain you more. Well, this gan, this means it's the riverside. This is gan. And also we can pronounce kishi. But here, in this case, Ohigan, this means the riverside. Well, and Ohigan is right now, I told you, right? That is, now we are going to learn Shunbun no hi and Shubun no hi. Pronunciation is very, very similar. Shun or shu. Shun with N sound, shu, long sound. Shunbun no hi, this means spring equinox day. Spring equinox day is Shunbun no hi, and Shubun no hi, autumnal equinox day. So just right now, this year, 2020, that is September the 22nd. Voy a decir en Nihongo. I'm gonna tell that in Japanese. 2020年9月22日。2020年9月22日は秋分の日です。わかりますか? Así que 22, no, the 22nd of September is 秋分の日. But not only that day, 3 days before and 3 days after is also Ohigan. So Ohigan is about 1 week. This year, from the 19th of September till 25th of September, because the 22nd, 21, 20, 19. So 19th of September till 22, 23, 24, 25, till 25, 25th of September. So this is Shubun no Hi. In this period of time, we call Ohigan. And Ohigan, Japanese people think this day is very special day. Not only Ohigan, in the equinox day. この世 and あの世 can be very connected easily. What does this mean? この、あの Do you remember if you know grammar? この this. For example, この鉛筆 this pencil. この鉛筆 this pencil. For example, あの窓 that window. あの窓 So, あの is that. この this. この世 世 this comes from 世界の世界 world この世 this world あの世 that world Do you know what it is? この世 is the place or this is our world where we live because we are not dead この世 we live here and あの世 that world This is the place where the dead people go. That is あの世 This kind of thinking is very, very Japanese. So we think この世 here and there's a river. And over the river, that is あの世 You know? So, and this time in Ohigan, it's very easy to connect. So, what is very good to do in this time? お墓参り お墓参り お墓 it means cemetery 参りで参ります I pray like that お墓参り I go to the cemetery and I pray This is お墓参り This is very good time to go to the cemetery in Ohigan This is very, very Japanese style of thinking and because, for example, in China and India, so they've got Buddhism too. But the Buddhism in those countries, China and India, is quite different from Buddhism in Japanese because they don't think like that. They think after 45 days from the death, they change to someone else like incarnation or maybe after many incarnations they're going to the other place but Japanese people think we live here and there's another world あの世 and there for example there's someone that I loved very much but they are dead they live there like that. This is a very Japanese way of thinking. So this is Ohigan. Well, my own father passed away when I was only 11 years old because he had a tumor in his brain. So he was sick for nearly 1 year. But once he lost his consciousness and he was very, very sick. But after some days, he woke up and he told my mother, "Oh, please wash my feet. They are dirty." My mother told him, "No, your feet are very clean. I clean you every day." My father says, "No, they are very, very dirty." Because I was in the countryside and I was walking and running and I was so happy. Oh, it was a so beautiful place, incredible, so beautiful and so peaceful and so nice. But when I got to the riverside and over there, I saw grandmother, my grandmother, so their mother. So, but there wasn't a boat, so I couldn't go there. I wanted, but I couldn't go. Then he woke up. So he woke up. But after that, after several months ago, he received the operation, and from that, he didn't wake up anymore, and he passed away. Then my mother and my sister and I thought, well, my sister was maybe too young. We thought maybe in that time there was a boat for him to go to the other side of the river. So we were very, very, very sad anyway. But we thought, well, there was a boat and he could go. Maybe that place is very beautiful, so nice, without any headache and without any pain anymore. So maybe it's not so sad. Well, it's sad for us who still live here, but maybe for his soul, it was okay. So this is very mysterious, but this is not a lie, because I can tell you, because this is real true. So there are many, many mysterious things, right? Maybe because we are Japanese, my father is Japanese too. So he's living his whole life, he believed in these kind of things. So just the moment of his death, maybe these things happen. We don't know, but when we recover from the unconsciousness, maybe, or when we are very, very, very near to the death, maybe we might experience something like that. Now, let's talk about anime. I'm going to talk about 7 animes. And in these 7 animes, you can watch, or you can find HIGANBANA. Maybe you know, maybe you already know, yes, I saw HIGANBANA. It can be in the introduction, or in the ending theme, or in the chapter. Because you know now that this HIGANBANA has got real mysterious meaning for us Japanese. Well, the first one is Kimetsu no Yaiba. Kimetsu no Yaiba. Do you know it? In English title is Kimetsu no Yaiba. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is Kimetsu no Yaiba. This is quite new. The anime was in 2019, just last year. That was the first series. I watched them and I really liked it so much. Well, in manga, yeah, there are many, many mangas, but in anime, only first season, the first. And Kimetsu no Yaiba, this is Oni, demon. Kimetsu no Yaiba, this Yaiba is sword, or the blade of the sword. So, but this story is this main character must kill demons. Well, that's all. But this is very beautiful story at the same time, because this Oni, this demon, they were human. But for example, the main character is a little boy, not child, boy, but his family was all killed by demon. But his little sister was still alive, but she actually became demon, but he wanted to serve her. He wanted to save her. So he does everything to save her, and it's very, very beautiful story. And one of the things that I really like, this main character is really very good boy with so pure heart, because when he kills a demon, for example, but this demon was a human being in the at the beginning. So just the moment when he was going to die, he remembered he was a human. Then in that time, this main character has got lots of compassion, and I think it's so emotive. Very beautiful story, 鬼滅の刃. And 鬼滅の刃 is in Taisho era. Taisho is the era of my grandmother, so not so long ago. Now in Japan, Reiwa, but before it was Heisei, and before Showa. I was born in Showa era. Showa, and before Showa, that was Taisho. Then that Taisho 時代 is the story of the 鬼滅の刃. And here you can see HIGANBANA. And the second one that you can also see HIGANBANA is 地獄少女. 地獄少女. 地獄, this is the hell. 地獄. 少女, little girl. The little girl, or 地獄少女 in English title is Hell Girl. First, I read manga because my niece was reading this manga. So she said, "Oh, auntie, you can read this 地獄少女." And I thought, "Oh, 地獄少女? What a title." But when I began, oh, I liked it very, very much. And after I watched the anime, and that was very beautiful too. For example, in the introduction music and the ending theme with so beautiful, very Japanese style design, and these images are so attractive. And 地獄少女, well, maybe you know the story. This story is about if you wish that you don't like somebody, you really hate that person, and you want him or you want her to be dead. So this 地獄少女 appears in the internet at 12 o'clock at night, just only one second or very, very short time, and if you, she says, if you really want that person to be dead, well, I can do that. Would be the that comes true. But only thing is that you are going to 地獄, you are going to hell when you must die. But it means, I don't mean that you must die now. You are not going to die now. You are going to live all your life just as the normal as it be. You are going to live until the end of your life, but when you die, that moment you must go to 地獄. You are going to 地獄. Are you sure? Are you okay? If so, then your dream will come true. Only that is the contract. So this is the story, and many times they want somebody to be dead, and all the stories. So human story, and that was very, very, very good anime too, 地獄少女. The third anime that I'm going to talk about is 約束のネバーランド. 約束のネバーランド. In English title is The Promised Neverland. The Promised Neverland. 約束, this is the promise. So, 約束してね. Please promise me. 約束のネバーランド. Well, this is the story about the orphans. So many orphans, about over 30 orphans, live together in orphanage. So that place seemed to be very peaceful, and they are all happy. And but it was prohibited that they go out from this area. So they must stay there. But some of them wanted to escape from this orphanage, and they did. Then they discovered why they were in the orphanage. What was the meaning that they were there? So this is really, really suspense, terrifying. This anime was just last year, 2019. I watched this anime quite recently, but I didn't finish it because still I think like anime, it's not finished, so we must continue watching. So I don't know how to finish this story, but it's very terrific. 約束のネバーランド Here you can see HIGANBANA too. And the next, this is going to be the fourth, Dororo. Dororo. Well, when I knew Dororo, the original Dororo was written in Tezuka Osamu. Tezuka Osamu. This is mangaka, animator. Tezuka Osamu, or maybe you know Osamu Tezuka. He is such amazing, and I think everybody likes him. He is like a father of anime, father of manga, so everybody admires him. Well, maybe you are very young, much younger than me, so maybe you don't know, but there was a very, very famous one called Astro Boy. Astro Boy, or maybe you say Mighty Atom. Mighty Atom. That anime was before I was born. But so before I was born, I think that anime was broadcasted. But it continued for long, long time. So many, many, many years. So I watched this anime every week. And I really remember that special day, that this was going to be the last day of this Tetsuwan Atom. So everybody, I think everybody was watching this anime. And I remember we received a newspaper every morning and in the afternoon at home. And in the newspaper, the first page of the newspaper, with all color and all big this image of Atom, and he was going to fly to the moon to save us. So it was so emotional, and we all loved to sing that theme song like that. So we loved this Tetsuwan Atom. Well, this was quite long ago, but after there were lots of very, very good animes and mangas by Tezuka Osamu. This is very recommended, very, very recommended. So Dororo is one of them. And do you know Black Jack? Black Jack? This story also was Tezuka Osamu. I've got manga edition, Black Jack. This was about this sergeant. This is like this. This is manga. I bought it in Japan, so this is in Japanese. This Black Jack is also very, very good story, and I loved that. That was very good. And also there was another one. Well, lots of them, but one of very good one was Phoenix. Phoenix. Like this. Phoenix by Osamu Tezuka. So this is about Phoenix, this mythological bird. and he appears in many different epoch of the of whole world. It was very, very good story too. Well, so Dororo, so original was Tezuka Osamu. So this is good story. Well, and even the original was long ago, but there was a remake in 2019. So maybe you know Dororo. It's very, very good to see. Hmm? Very, very good to watch this anime, Dororo. Well, Dororo is about a boy, and he was born with that 48 parts of the body. You know, so not only hands or legs, ears, like that, but 48 some organs. So he didn't have these kind of things. And he's not orphan, but his father, real father, was a very famous samurai, very famous daimyo, and but he wanted the power. So he sold 48 parts of his own son to the devil so that he could get lots of fame and power. Such kind of man. But this boy, little by little, he must kill these demon called yokai, and this is a very good theme to speak in some other occasion, yokai. Well, so 48, so little by little, he must kill them, then he can recover his part of the body. Little by little, he's getting his own body. But very beautiful story and emotional one, Dororo. Okay, so the remake is 2019, just last year. The fifth anime that is related with Higanbana, this is Higurashi no Nakukoro ni. Higurashi no Nakukoro ni. This anime was in 2006, right? See, 2006, 2006. But next year, 2021, there will be remake. So maybe you can watch them. Higurashi no Nakukoro ni. This is the story, very mysterious, really mysterious story about for example, you know what is omatsuri? Omatsuri, this is festival. In Japan, there are many, many festivals. Above all, in summertime, so natsu matsuri. Natsu matsuri, that is a festival in summertime. And in one village, like many other places, there is a summer festival. But in that festival, every year, one person die and one person disappear. Right? So, but that is not only once, this year, next year, and the next year, like that. So this is a mysterious thing. So this is about, this is the beginning, and so this the story of Higurashi no Nakukoro ni. Well, I really didn't watch this anime, so I don't know very much about it, but I read about Higurashi no Nakukoro ni in order to make this video, and it is also about the fate. What do you think? Can you change your own fate? Or it is impossible. You can't change your fate because you were born like that. What do you think? I think with this anime, maybe we can think about it. Maybe we can change our own fate, our own fortune. How it's gonna be? So it's interesting. So the next year, 2021, there will be a remake of this anime, Higurashi no Nakukoro ni. and there will be HIGANBANA. And the sixth, 6番目のアニメ、犬夜叉。犬夜叉。犬夜叉。犬, it means the dog. Dog. Yeah, the night. Well, 犬夜叉, this story is also something to do with yokai. Yokai is a kind of demon, but in Japanese old stories and tales, there are lots of demons, and sometimes we call oni, oni. And the other time, there are different types, yokai, yokai. It's yokai. Do you remember when I was talking about Dororo? Yeah, that was by 48 yokai. It's yokai stories are quite interesting too. Very Japanese style. Maybe sometime I may make a video about yokai if you are interested. Well, so Inuyasha. Inuyasha is also something to do with yokai, and you can find Higanbana. And the last anime, this is also very, very famous, Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul. So this story happens in Tokyo. Tokyo, my hometown. Tokyo. Tokyo Ghoul. Well, this ghoul, it's not a person anymore. If you became a ghoul, you eat a person. Only you can eat person and you can drink water and coffee. Water and coffee. But you're not going to eat anything more, just the person, ghoul. So this sounds very this terrible, but there are many interesting stories and interesting things, because there's half ghoul and half person like that, and maybe sometimes ghoul are not so bad persons, not so bad ghouls. So it depends. So it must be quite interesting. So these are 7 animes. Well, do you like animes? I think anime is a Japanese culture that we can be very, very proud of, because anime is not only for little children, but for everybody. For example, if you are 20s and you watch animes, you might feel in one way, oh, I like it, fantastic, right? In 30s, different way, a little bit different. In 40s, in 50s, in 60s, like me, then I may feel a little bit different from if I were much younger, because my own experience is different from when I was very young. So I think every age, every part of the life, maybe you can I think you can have a very, very good time watching anime. Depends on your age, so maybe you may feel the different way, but it's okay. So I think it's very good thing. If you don't know anything about anime and you didn't watch any anime, maybe you should watch them. Maybe not every anime is your maybe you like them, but some of them maybe that pleases you very much. It's like a very, very good film or very good books, but in a different way, because anime was animated. But it's very interesting. I think it's very rich to know many cultures and many ways to learn culture. Don't you think so? Did you like this video? this was the first time that I was talking about anime. How do you think it? Do you like it or you don't like it? I would like you to write your message, your comment. And if you like it, maybe I'll continue to make more videos about anime. And if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please subscribe my channel because I make lots of videos in different styles. Sometimes about karate, sometimes about Japanese grammar to learn Japanese, the vocabulary. That is to I teach you Japanese. And also about a culture like bonsai and like this anime or sometimes recipe like that. So many things. And I really want your opinion. I'd like to know your opinion. So please write me in the commentary. どうもありがとうございました。じゃあまた見てくださいね。じゃあまた。バイバイ。